Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Chambers Academy Sports Live would like to thank Taffany Nelson Photographs for all her hard work capturing our memories from senior portraits, sporting events, pageants, prom, and family portraits. Reach out to Taffany at TaffanyNelson.com. The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or $5 for $100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Chambers Academy Sports Live Coaches Show with Coach Jason Allen. We are sponsored by Farmers and Merchants Bank, and we certainly appreciate that support. And we are live at Monte Alban 3, and we always appreciate Luis and Roxana for hosting us and doing such a great job. And tonight is senior night, so a big thank you to all our seniors and parents and family who are here to celebrate senior night with us here at the show. Here tonight with my friend David Howard, who's taking care of the chaos behind the camera here tonight, and my buddy Chester Carter. Chet, it's always a pleasure.
Sid, it is a great time up here at Monte Alban celebrating these seniors and a packed house up here, and we greatly appreciate everybody coming out to support these student athletes.
Yeah, it is going to be a fun night. I don't know if everyone's aware. We are going to actually interview some of our seniors from the football, the dance, and the cheer squad, so we'll let them get in front of the camera up close and have a few words for the audience tonight.
Yeah, it should be an exciting night. What we're going to do is kind of go over a little bit of what happened last week in that Morgan matchup there, and we can jump into that right now real quick because I know we got an action-packed show here. Last week, Chambers hosted Morgan Academy, and Chambers came out firing on all cylinders. It was an impressive show, getting back here at home and, getting back in the groove of things up here. Yeah. Chambers came out on top 46-6. The offense was hitting, like I said, on all cylinders. 292 yards of rushing, led by senior Peyton Yurda, 89 yards, 9 carries, 1 touchdown. Jack Nelm, 61 yards, 5 carries, 1 touchdown. Eli Wharton, 48 yards, 5 carries, and 2 touchdowns. Passing offense was led by Hunter Andrews. He had 88 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Bryce Modeling was in there with a 66-yard punt return for a touchdown as well.
Where he ran like 150 yards.
Yeah, he ran all over the field to get that touchdown. The defense was led by no other guy than himself as Kent Nelson. He was on fire come Friday. So, maybe we'll talk to him a little bit later and see how all the action played out there last Friday. Tucker Thrower was another big tackler, 6 tackles on the evening. Drew Shepard came in with 4 tackles. So, great game for those guys right there.
Well, Chet, we talked just briefly in the booth about, the keys to the game, and it's always the offensive and defensive line, but I had said we'll see how the temperature is of this team, how the bounce back will be in the first series on either side of the ball. We got the answer really quickly.
Oh, yeah, they came out hitting. They were ready to get out there and, get back in the winning category there, and they did a very impressive job. I mean, want to say that Morgan didn't get a first down until the second half, maybe.
I think you're right.
And the only offense they had was was it a punt return or a kickoff return?
Kickoff return.
For a touchdown there. So other than that, though, they had no life on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, it was a great night for us, and a non-region game, but back in our league. And now we have moved ourselves to a 7-2 record, 2-0 in the East region. And tomorrow night, which we'll talk more about later on with Bessemer, will be our third and final region game.
Yeah, and just to recap also, the offensive players of the game from the Morgan game were the entire offensive line: Jacob Bradley, Spencer Newman, Drew Shepard, Carson Melton, and Gabriel Bridges. They had an outstanding night, opening up holes for Yurda and Nelms and the whole gang back there.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. And the defensive player of the game, Kent Nelson, with 8 tackles, and Kent was all over the place, really a spark. And the other thing that we didn't announce during the week, because we wanted to announce it tonight, was our impact players of the game. And the impact players of the game were our senior representatives. They just did such an outstanding job, and they've done that great job all year long. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to have all of them here, that we could get here tonight and just celebrate them on all 3 of our squads.
That's right. And tomorrow night, these seniors will be ready to go to battle in Week 10 versus Bessemer. This is it's a region matchup too. It's our last region game of the season. Bessemer comes in at 1-7 overall and 1-1 in the East region alongside of us. CA and Bessemer have only met 7 times over the history of these schools. Chambers leads that matchup 6-1. Last year, Chambers traveled up to Bessemer during the regular season and came out on top 38-6. And then, if we can remember, we met up with them in Crampton Bowl for the championship game, and Chambers took care of business down there with a 45-12 victory to bring home that championship.
And the other thing is, tomorrow night we'll be seeking our 10th region win in a row.
That's right.
That's pretty outstanding.
Things are starting to kick. We played outside of our league 2 games this year with Starkville and McClay. Both those were good, strong, hard-fought games. A lot was learned about that, but that 10 regions in a row streak is still intact,
right.
And we should be able to lock that up tomorrow against Bessemer.
And I think you're going to do some recognition here as we get ready to kind of thank our sponsors and get ready to go to our first break, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. We want to make sure that we recognize all of the seniors across the dance team, the cheerleaders, as well as the football team. So on the dance team, the 3 seniors are Madison Davis, Keela Morokan, and Autumn Blackall. On the cheerleading squad, they have 4 seniors: Malia Tigner, Kayla Howard, Tally Carter, and Hallie Hurst. On the football side, 17 seniors. It's a huge class that's graduating this year. Number 4, Cam Gooden. He's back in action this week after that broken shoulder blade he got in the first game of the season against Starkville. Number 6, Peyton Yurda. Number 8, Landon Hand. Number 9, Sam Smith. Number 12, Tristan Ayers. Number 21, Eli Wharton. Number 22, Jack Nelms. Number 24, Philip Belcher. Number 25, Kaysen Nix. Number 52, Gabriel Bridges. Number 54, Camden Monkus. Number 55, Drew Shepard. Number 56, Kent Nelson. Number 57, Jacob Bradley. And number 58, Parker Adkins. And number 59, Carson Melton. And number 66, Spencer Newman. Now that is a class right there.
The players are here, by the way.
So 17 graduating seniors on this team this year.
That's outstanding, man. I'll tell you what. And we've kind of covered this. Look, we're going to try to get the game at Morgan out of the way here in this first section. And then we're going to sit down with our dance spokespersons, and that's going to be Autumn Blackhall and Madison Davis. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to sit down with Hallie Hurst and Malia Tigner. And then our football representatives are going to be Peyton Yurda and Landon Hand. So we're going to move to those things as soon as we come back for segment number 2.
That's right. Folks, we want to again thank all of our sponsors this year, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Monty Alban, of course, for hosting us up here, and Taffany Nelson Photographs. She does such a wonderful job, and a big thank you to her for all she does for us.
And don't let me forget our new sponsors for the pregame and postgame. And we really want to thank Integrated Contractor Services up in Roanoke, Cody Steele, for taking over the pregame, and Morgan Backhoe for doing our postgame interviews. We appreciate you guys for taking those two new sponsorships this year.
And folks, we're going to come back with the dance team spokespersons when we come back from this message.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama, for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or 5 for $100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck. Folks, we are back to start our first round of senior interviews here, and we're going to have our dance team spokespersons. And we are here with Autumn Blackall and Madison Davis. And it's very serious because now I put my glasses on, so now I can actually read the questions that I want to ask you guys tonight. So let's do this first. Autumn, we'll go to you. If you would just introduce yourself briefly and tell us how long you've been at CA and how long you've been on the dance team.
My name is Autumn Blackall. This is my 6th year at CA and my 3rd year on the dance team.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Madison.
Okay, I'm Madison Davis. This is my 4th year at Chambers Academy, and this is my 2nd year on the dance team.
Awesome. Great. Now, we know that your coach, you guys coach, is Sierra Hornsby, and thank you, Ms. Hornsby. And my next question is just tell me a little bit about how Coach Hornsby has impacted you on the dance team.
Yes, Coach Hornsby has impacted, I think, our whole dance team in a tremendous way. She's always been a positive influence on us, no matter what's going on. And I think that just goes a long way.
I would agree with that. Madison?
To add on to what Autumn said, she just always brings a positive environment for us, no matter what. It could be personal or just through the team, just always encouraging us and making sure that we're confident in what we do.
Well, I would agree with that, and she's always been very good to us, always very willing to help us with any questions. So we appreciate you, Coach Hornsby. Now, let's do this. I'm going to switch back over to you, Autumn. Tell us just briefly about your practice schedule and specifically about how much time do you guys practice?
Yeah, so we practice 5 days a week from 1:15 to 3 o'clock, and it's just go, go, go.
I would believe that because you guys are always up there. Okay, Madison, now for you. Tell us, when does the dance team perform, the sport you guys support?
We perform pretty much at all events. We do go to some volleyball events. This year we didn't get to attend very many just because we were so busy. We go to all the football games, home and away, and then at the home basketball games we also perform as well.
Okay, great. And just a question I had just off the cuff here. How many members are actually on the dance team?
We have 13. Including Caroline, our manager.
Okay, so 13. And we really appreciate you guys. You do so much hard work, and you guys are all gorgeous. You do such good routines, and we appreciate you so very much. And I want to thank you both for coming up here and participating with us tonight. And congratulations on your senior year at Chambers Academy, and the best of luck to you. Folks, we will be right back with our cheer squad members in just a second.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama, for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or 5 for $100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck. And folks, we are back with our cheer squad spokespersons tonight, and I have Malia Tigner and Hallie Hurst. Both of you, welcome, senior representatives. And I'm just going to take a few minutes and ask you guys some questions, and we'll see if we can find out a little bit more about the cheer squad. Now, first thing I want to do is just have you guys introduce yourselves. So I'm going to start with you, Malia. Give us your name and tell us how long you've been at CA and how long you've been on the cheer squad.
My name is Malia Tigner, and I've been at Chambers for 12 years now, and I've been on the cheer squad since 7th grade.
That's awesome. That's congratulations on that. Hallie?
My name's Hallie Hurst. I've been at Chambers my whole life, and I've also been on the cheer team since 7th grade.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Okay, now for both of you, we know that Coach Lori Phillips is your cheer coach. And just, Hallie, I'm going to start with you. Just kind of briefly tell us how Coach Phillips has impacted you as a coach.
So Miss P has brought a lot of new things to our team, and it has helped a lot, and she's gotten a lot closer with us over the years. So she has helped a lot.
Great. Anything more that you want to add there, Malia?
I really think that she has taught a lot of us how to work and how to literally put your determination to something. We focus so much, we have to just go and.
I think that's an outstanding compliment for a coach. I mean, focus it's just so important, and it's very obvious you guys do such a good job, and you're just so talented and so prepared. I'm really happy to be able to talk to you about that. Now, let's go back. I'm going to go with you, Malia, first, and tell me your best memory as a CA cheerleader.
I think my best memory was when I was crowd surfing at cheer camp, and the UCA staff members had to get me down.
Okay, that's certainly something you should remember. Hallie, what about you? What's your best memory as being a
My
cheerleader?
favorite memory is whenever we got first place for our camp dance.
Oh, great. Okay, that's right. I forgot about that. That was an award you guys won. Now, let's do this. I'm going to switch over, and I'll start with you this time, Hallie. What would your best advice be to a young lady who was thinking about coming out for the cheerleader squad and wants to become a cheerleader?
Don't be scared to try out, because it is scary. Just try it, because you never know what might happen. And just don't be afraid of what people might say.
Okay. Now, Malia, same question. I know it's a little bit tougher going second, but what would you think about your advice?
I'd also say that the same thing as Hallie, basically, but I'd say that you really don't need to underestimate being a cheerleader, because we have to do the workouts as well, and lifting up girls. I don't know, being the top girl is pretty bad too, because they take a lot of falls. I just say prepare yourself in all areas.
That is so great. And I want to compliment you guys, and I mean this sincerely. Look, football is such an important sport here. We all know that. I mean, football drives this bus, and we love our team. But our cheer squad and our dance squad, I want to make sure that everybody understands how much work all you young ladies put in. It is not just show up and put on the uniform and cheer. There are hours and hours and hours of work, and there's a lot of pressure, and we appreciate you guys so much. So thank you both so much, and congratulations on being seniors, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll be back with our football spokespersons in just a second. Chambers Academy Sports Live would like to thank Taffany Nelson Photographs for all her hard work capturing our memories from senior portraits, sporting events, pageants, prom, and family portraits. Reach out to Taffany at taffanynelson.com.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Farmers and Merchants Bank is your home.
And folks, we are back with our final interview segment of seniors tonight, and we have our football representatives. Landon Hand is here on my left, Peyton, you're on my right. Guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you showing up and going through this interview process.
Sir.
All righty. Now, I'm going to start with you, Landon. Just introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been at CA and how long have you played football?
I've been at CA since 5th grade. Been playing ever since then.
Awesome. So you played from the 5th grade up.
Yes, sir.
Peyton, same thing for you. Just give us a brief introduction and tell us how long you've been at CA and how long you've been on the football team.
Been here since the 6th grade, and I took a year off football last year, but I played every other year since then.
That's outstanding. Now, we know you guys are integral parts. I'll tell you, Landon, we hated you get hurt early in the year, but we know you're still a great part of this football team. And we want to just ask a couple of questions. We're not trying to put anybody on the spot. I'm going to start with you, Peyton. Who would you choose as your most impactful coach?
I probably couldn't pick one. All of them have had a big impact on my life.
Tell us anything particular. Is it the discipline, is it the drive, anything special that stands out?
Probably the discipline and just growing up as men.
Great, awesome. Landon, same question for you. Is there a coach that you would or coaches that you would pick as having a particularly special impact?
I would have to say all of them. Coach Dillon has a big impact just because how involved he is. And, yeah, all of them mean a lot.
That's right. I'm going to switch back and go over here with you, Landon. Tell us just what has it meant to you to be a part of this CA team?
It means a lot. It's a blessing. It's just really fun.
I think it's probably one of those things I always say to players. You know, I played here on the first and second team, and it's a time you never forget, and it's people you never forget, and you'll carry that forward. Same for you, Peyton. Tell me just your thoughts on that. What does it mean, and what has it meant to you to be on this team?
It's fun. It means a lot. We have a good time.
I think you probably do when you rush for 205, stuff like that. Let's go back to you, Peyton, here, and if you will, just give me your best memory as a football athlete at CA.
I'd probably say our game against McClay a few weeks ago. It was a fun game.
Okay. Landon, same thing for you?
Definitely the state championship last year.
State championship, I would probably have to come down with that one as well. And let's go back with you, Landon, our last question here tonight. What would be your best advice that you would give a young guy who wants to play football for Coach Allen here at CA?
Trust coaches. They'll tell you everything you need to know.
Great answer. Peyton?
I'd have to say get in the weight room and you got to put in the time.
I think that's two spectacular answers, and it's always fun to go second on that kind of question, isn't it? Guys, these are two outstanding young men, an outstanding group of seniors and players. And I'll tell you, we are so proud of them. We're going to miss all our seniors, and we love these guys. We spend a lot of time with them, and they're really good to us. And we are looking forward to finishing off 2025 in a spectacular way if we can possibly do it. So make sure that you show up tomorrow night for senior night at CA. Guys, thank you very much. Folks, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our coaches. The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or $5 for 100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, and welcome back here to the Chambers Academy Sports Live Coaches Show. We have Coach Dylan up here. Dylan, it's going to be hard to follow up after those great seniors we just had up here. Great job, Sid, talking to those guys, and thank you to all of the students who've shown up this evening here to celebrate senior night. Coach Dylan, how do you feel about last week's? We want to dive right back into some more football action here. Give us a perspective of how you felt the defense played against Morgan, and then how we're going to match up tomorrow against Bessemer.
Well, I thought that, when you don't give up any points, it's hard to complain about anything from a defensive perspective. But I thought that we played really well. Everybody got an opportunity to play, which is even more impressive to me. But overall, we played extremely well defensively.
Well, Coach, it felt like just shut down defense from the get-go. Now, those guys had some speed, and they showed it early on, but I thought the adjustments and the quick changes we made to really just stifle that offense was pretty impressive, because I don't believe we saw a first down in the first half.
Well, I think they ran a counter one time with the quarterback, and he busted us.
That's true, down the middle.
Yes,
That's right.
sir. But, it wasn't anything spectacular they were doing. It was just something that we did wrong, and we were able to fix it and correct it, and it didn't happen again.
Well, Chet and I had talked early on as we were just getting ready doing the pregame show, and we always talk about keys to the game, what's going to happen. And off camera, we're just like, okay, is there going to be a hangover? Are we going to come back and start slow? What's going to happen? And we said in the first series on offense and the first series on defense, we'll understand what the game's going to be. Well, we knew that right away.
Yeah, I was worried too, because I thought we we're in our little pregame warm-ups. I thought we were a little flat, and so I was worried. And and Coach Allen challenged them, and in the pregame speech, he challenged them to come out and and he talked about once you get beat. Then it starts opening up the doors for other teams to start saying, hey, this team can be beat. This team, this team is not unbeatable. And so we challenged them, and they answered the call.
Well, one of the other things that we talked about during the game, and we kind of got a kick out of, was at the close of the first half, Trey got up and got another one.
He did, yeah. That was impressive,
subjects there.
Absolutely. That was a good catch, man. That was a great play. He's gotten better every week. I think the back end's getting better every week.'re doing things in the back end that causes confusion for opposing offenses, and they work really hard. And it's just a great group to work with. It's a great overall football team.
We need to see if this year's defense matches the interception totals from last year. I need to get into some stats and see where we rank up here as we get near the end of the season.
Yeah, we're probably not there yet, but we definitely have an opportunity to get there.
Well, last year we went through a burst.
Man, we did. Golly, we did.
We had a field day a couple of 3 weeks in a row.
We sure did.
Well, Coach, as we sit here and we think about tomorrow night, I always think about big nights like homecoming and, opening and big rivalry games. You want to just make sure that everybody has their focus. There's no letdown. Tomorrow night, senior night, how do you feel about practice, and how do you feel about our position and our conditioning and ready to go tomorrow night?
Yeah, well, when it comes to games like, a senior night or homecoming, you try not to focus on the external things, and you just try to get better as a team. Don't worry about, we're just trying to get better at what we do offensively and defensively. Those are the coach's nightmares, the distractions. But, we have such a mature team and so many guys that have been doing this for so long. They know what we expect of them, and we have no doubt that we're going to be firing on all cylinders tomorrow.
One of the things that I wanted to mention to you, as I watched the game film a couple of times over the weekend, one of the things that always impresses me with this defense, and it's really across the board, there is really great discipline. There's position discipline. And we saw a couple times that a guy could have broken down, chased the ball, and been out of the play. But you had guys that were in their spot and made big plays as a play would develop.
Yeah, well, that's not something that just happens by accident. It's something that we harp into them and we work on it. And this team is, we're really, really good defensively when everybody does their job and handles their responsibility.
Sure.
Well, there's something that these students always say, hey, this coach was a really big impact in my life. And I kind of want to look and see can you give us your perspective of what this senior class means to you as a coach?
This senior class is really special. It's a really special class. I remember teaching these guys and, coaching them up in Pee Wee and teaching them in PE when they were, just third, fourth graders.
Yeah.
And it's just it's an honor and a blessing to see them come full circle, to see them lead our varsity football team, and to have success on and off the field. It is an absolute blessing. And this is, definitely one of my favorite classes that we've had. Y'all know they're fun to be around. They do the little things the right way, and we're gonna enjoy this one. This is the last ride with this bunch, and we're gonna milk it for everything it's worth.
Well, I'll add to that. The thing that I see about these guys is there's kind of a confidence. It's not an over-the-top confidence, but it's just kind of a disciplined, we know what we're supposed to do, and we're going to go do it. And I think that's a coaching influence, but I also think it's a real mature statement about your group.
Yeah, they're confident because they know what they're supposed to do. They know what we expect of them, and they've been doing it their whole life. They've been doing it for us for ever since they were teeny boppers. So
anything that you would like to tell us or you can share with us about tomorrow night, anything that Bessemer is going to do that you guys are putting special focus on?
Well, we run into so many teams that are just spread, and it's going to be more of that. So, from a coaching standpoint, we're not too stressed about what they do schematically, but Bessemer's historically the best football program in the entire state. We played them for a state championship last year, and last year was supposed to be a down year for them. And so we're not going to take them lightly. We're going to use this as an opportunity to go out and play in front of the best crowd in the state. And we're excited about, you'd only get one Friday a week, and we're excited about that. Glad we're at home. We got another opportunity to win a game against another region championship tomorrow, so that's the focus and that's the goal, and we're excited.
Well, the following week we get a Thursday, not a Friday.
It's weird.
So just to remind everybody that we're going to be playing Thursday down in Abbeville the following week. So no coaches show, but we expect everybody to head on down to Abbeville, and they might be undefeated when we go down there.
Yep, I think they will be.
So it'll be a good, exciting game down there. So
I think they will be.
That's got to be another one of those things that coaches don't like, is a disruption to the normal schedule.
No, hate that. Hate it.
Hate off weeks. You got night changes.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, we really do appreciate you taking the time to come up here with us, and best of luck tomorrow night. I think Chester and I probably will be there.
I think we'll be there.
You're going to be there?
Yeah, we'll be
there.
Okay. All right.
So, folks, Thanks to Coach Dillon,
Yes,
and
sir.
we will be back to talk to Coach Allen in just a couple minutes.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monte Alban 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or 5 for $100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck.
All right, folks, and welcome back here to Chambers Academy Sports Live Coaches Show with Coach Jason Allen. Coach, glad you could join us here on this special senior night. Appreciation for these guys. Glad you could make it over.
Thank you, Chester. It's my honor.
Well, Coach, we were just talking to Coach Dillon here about what a special class this senior class is and what they meant to him, and we kind of want to see what these guys have done for you over all these years. You've been coaching them now for probably some of them since they were, I guess, maybe in kindergarten. So kind of give us your perspective of this class here, the senior class.
Yeah, well, a majority of these kids played Pee Wee for us. Some have come in and filtered in the junior high years. And but, you know, all these kids, you know, every year is special to you as a head coach. The older you get, you realize that the time you get to spend together is coming to an end. And you hope you've prepared them the best you can to be the kind of young man that they need to be when they leave Chambers Academy and go out into the real world. And I just always felt like football is one of the greatest tools to help build young men. And just so many life lessons that are learned along the way. And, you know, when these guys are young, you're like, man, I'm going to have these guys forever. And then you just kind of wake up and they're seniors all of a sudden, and you say, where did time go? And I know their parents are saying the same thing as well. But I'm telling you, this bunch has left a legacy at Chambers Academy that will not be forgotten. This is a phenomenal class. They have a great attitude about life and about ball and about the things that are important, and they do things the right way. And I just really have a great time just hanging around them every day, just being a part of their lives.
One of the things, Coach, Chet and I talk about all the time, you know, you guys are with these guys all the time, and we mix and mingle with them, but it's always a puzzle to me. Like when we have a class graduate, you just miss players. I mean, you get so attached to these guys, and like you say, in a few months, they're not going to be there.
It's hard, and I have to remind myself to not be sad when it's over, but to be glad it happened.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And, you know, we see the best of each other, and we see the worst of each other over the years, you know. So you really learn a lot about somebody. We spend as much time with them probably as their parents do. And, you know, it's just, it's one of the great things that God put us on this earth to share life together. And I hope our football program is serving as a ministry for these young men so that they can look back and say, that really helped me become the person that I am today.
Well, you said something, you know, after the game in Florida, and you're talking about the attitude of our squad, you know, and Coach, you kind of hit on it. Sometimes you get knocked down. I mean, sometimes you don't win. You get beat and you're down and you feel bad. And it's like that great lesson is you get up, you know, and that's what I love about these guys. They just get up and they go to the next game or the next play. And it seems to be something that kind of runs through this program, and I'm sure you guys preach that all the time, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Yeah, it just goes back to their raising. It goes back to the values we try to instill. And my late father-in-law, who's no longer with us, he always said one thing. He didn't know a lot about Chambers Academy till I married my wife. He started coming around, and he'd watch us play football when Peyton played, but he would watch other teams as well. And he said, I tell you one thing about them kids from Chambers Academy. He said, them guys just will not quit. He said they are not going to quit no matter what. And, there's great value in that, because I think it's really hard to beat a man that just won't quit, that's relentless in what they're trying to do. And, we owe that to these kids. We've tried to instill that culture, and we've really taught the same fundamentals of how to win football games for going on 12 or 13 years here now, and it's ingrained into them and how they think, and I'm really proud of that, but I'm really proud of the character of these young men in this class.
Yeah, we talk about football all the time, but there's more to it than X's and O's. And what you guys are doing with these folks down there and getting them ready for the real world is the bigger picture, and it is greatly appreciated and seen across the area. So hats off to you and your coaching staff for what a great job you do preparing them not just for Friday nights, but the rest of their life. So, but hey, we need to get prepared for tomorrow for Bessemer. So we want to get your take on what things are going to look like tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Bessemer, they took a really tough loss with 19 seniors. That's really over to come. There's schools like Opelika and Auburn High that may not have but 19 seniors some year. Mm-hmm. So they've struggled getting over that, but I commend them for fielding. There was a question whether or not they were going to be able to field a team, and they said, no, we're going to make that happen. And so they've struggled a little. They've won one game, which was an area game against Valiant Cross. So they would love nothing more than to come to Chambers tomorrow night and upset us. So the way I take this as a head coach is everything's important. Every game's important. Every day's important at practice. Peyton told me one time before one of the championship games, he said, every day is a Super Bowl. So I kind of try to remember that in the back of my mind, that treat every day like you're playing in the Super Bowl or the state championship game, and then you're going to prepare yourself to meet those challenges. And hopefully you're not going to overlook anybody, and you're going to be playing at the same level every time you lace them up.
Yeah, so it should be a great time tomorrow down there at Torbert Allen Field, going for 10 regions in a row. That's an incredible feat there for Chambers Academy, and we'll be looking to get ready to go down to Abbeville on that Thursday night game and then prepare for the postseason.
Yeah, all I see is tomorrow night, Chester.
I know that.
You knew where he was going.
Doesn't matter about next week. But I want to elaborate on the 10 region championships, okay? That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal in my book. And there's a lot that went into those, a lot of kids that are grown men and got kids now. That's how far 10 years goes back.
Yeah.
I was telling the guys last night, in 2015, we went to South Choctaw in the second round, and we upset those guys and played for our first state championship against Abbeville. And on the way back on the charter bus, I got so car sick that they pulled over, and I told them, just let me off and I'll walk home. But I got back home and I told Coach Jackson and them, I said, I'm not getting back on one of these buses and going anywhere in the playoff. I'm not going back to South Choctaw again. Well, guess what? We have not played a road playoff game since that night in 2015. And I hadn't forgot that night still, because I was sick as a dog. And that's why you see me driving the bus when we go to the games too, because I can't ride in them.
But that right, just not even going on a road game is another in the playoffs is an incredible feat there.
Yeah, I think that's huge. In the playoffs, I think home field advantage is huge. And, our fans always show up, and, you don't have to do logistics of traveling, and it's a money maker for you. We've made a lot of money playing playoff games at home in the last 10 years, if you count them up. And it's really helped our program, And so if we can finish that off tomorrow night, that'll be 10 in a row. I think they call that a decade.
Yeah.
And that'd really be a feather in our cap.
Well, anybody who doesn't understand winning a region 10 years in a row, especially at the high school level, I mean, Coach, that's a dominant performance.
And you have to throw the geography of the AISA in there as well. It's not like driving down to Opelika for a away game.
And listen, the classifications we've played in have changed significantly over that course of 10 years.
That's right.
Absolutely. But at the beginning of every season, we talk about that's one of our goals, is that we want to play playoff games at home, and to do that, we have to win a region championship. So our kids have really taken that to heart, and just really a lot has gone into those 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I wanted to just mention, Coach, as we get going here, Chet and I were watching last week, and the game did get a little out of hand later on, the game against Morgan. And I made the statement to Chet, something had happened. It wasn't, a spectacular play. And I said, these coaches are coaching hard. The score is like 40-6, and these coaches are out here coaching everybody. And I know you talk about that all the time. You believe that those players earn that right to be coached.
Absolutely. I think Coach Desmith does a great job. He knows exactly what goes wrong within our system if they have a play that gains more yards than he thinks it should. And so he's on their tail. It's those young guys too now, because the longer you coach, the more you realize that young guy is fixing to be that old guy.
That's
and
right.
You want to learn those lessons while they're young and keep getting better. And I appreciate that as a coach. And I think it's our job to coach for 48 minutes until the game's over.
Yeah, it's been a great season so far, and the home games have been electric. And let's hope we can pack out Torbert Allen Field tomorrow night and recognize these seniors and send them off with a great party atmosphere for everybody.
Yep, these seniors deserve it. I hope everybody can come support them. Just really one of the more successful classes in the history of the school. And I tell them every week, this is their team, this is their championship, this is their legacy. If they can win, they would have been a part of 3 of them if we can do it, but this one will be theirs solely. So I'm really excited. We've had a great year so far, and I look forward to every day we get to practice together.
That's right, and as you always say,
it's great to play for the C and the A.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, folks, we'll be back in a second to wrap it up here from Monty Alvin.
Craving some Mexican? Don't think twice. Come visit us at Monty Alvin 3 at 1310 Highway 77, Lafayette, Alabama, for the best Mexican food around. Cheese dip, quesadillas, tacos, sheriff specials, and the best salsa in Chambers County. Planning a party or something special? Call Roxana at 334-864-0502 to reserve the party room.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is your hometown bank in Lafayette. Established in 1934, Farmers and Merchants Bank continues to operate with the same integrity it did when the bank first opened its doors. Farmers and Merchants Bank, a proud supporter of Chambers County football. That's Farmers and Merchants Bank, your local community bank, serving Chambers County and the Greater Valley area with all its banking needs. FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Chambers Academy Booster Club invites you to purchase tickets for our upcoming gun drawing. We will select one winner every day in November, plus a bonus drawing. Tickets are $25 each or 5 for $100. You can pick up tickets from Newman's Farm Supply, the CA office, or any foundation members. Good luck.
All right, folks, and welcome back here to wrap up the Coaches Show from Monty Alvin. Sid, it's been a fun night with all these seniors.
Man, it's just such a treat to visit with all the young people. I mean, the cheerleaders, the dance squad, and our athletes on the football team. It's a fun night.
Oh yeah, it's a great night, and it's great to celebrate and honor these seniors. I know I have one, and I understand the feelings of the parents out there. So, folks, remember, come down to Torbert Allen Field tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Let's send these seniors out with their last regular season home game with a bang, and it will be a great time. So come down early, hang out, stay late, and hopefully we can get home a bring home a big victory to wrap up 10 regions in a row tomorrow night.
Big deal.
The folks, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care.